Gain 1 whole power. Feel good, you want things?
À.
Power. Yeah. Power. Big. Keep one tower. Micro power. You need really big power. Really big power. Stop. Yuta. Big. It's West.
Okay, so actually, good grief, this run is good. What the heck? I probably shouldn't talk because I'm gonna get distracted and not play well, but I want to, because I can. Alright. That didn't hit, hello? Okay, we're gonna kill this level. Gonna get this rupee since it's already here. Alright. Why do I have so many rupees? Okay, alright. Not the best start to the segment, but still not too bad. The bubble. Nice. Okay. I just need to not choke for like a few more segments and then it's pretty much smooth sailing to PB, but we shall see. I do need to keep playing well, obviously. It's not over yet. We are almost 2/3 of the way done with the run, though, which is exciting. Let's not fall into a pit. I don't like that little mold worm thing. It's not my favorite, let's put it that way. Oh wow, that was really early. I'm not gonna complain, it saves time. I'm just glad it didn't keep me from pushing the block. That's what I thought it was gonna do. Alright. Dang. Really? Alright, well, we got 2 screams, but that wasn't that bad, honestly. You hated this dungeon? It's not the most fun in a speedrun either, so I commiserate with you. I don't know, I like the spinner, but other than that, I didn't really like this dungeon to begin with. Also, yeah, hi Binocorn. Okay. Can I open the chest, please? This chest is actually really hard to open. Ooh, I got away this time. I didn't get caught by the rats. Aced it. Yeah. Nice. Pray to Moldor Marin Jesus. That is why we pray to Moldar Marin Jesus. Is that guy will hit us and waste like 5 seconds. The good thing is he didn't land on the platform, which helps. Okay, that's not exactly what I meant to do. Here we go. Alright, not bad. Okay, we're gonna go back, then roll across, and then apparently not get anywhere near enough distance. I should have just kept walking, probably. Or I could have turned into Wolf there, I guess. That probably wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I thought that I was gonna get a little bit more speed there. Alright, I'm gonna do a trick with the gold chew jelly I got earlier. Alright. Okay. Please let me get to be Wolf in time. Nice. So yeah, since I have the gold chew jelly, I can just one-cycle that, which saves a little bit of time. And I get to reuse the gold chew jelly as much as I want because of the home menu buffer or whatever that preserves anything in a bottle. It's actually pretty nice. I should have walked closer to the door though before I did anything. Whatever. So this was redeemed from a semi-okay segment to quite a good segment. Alright. I have 137 rupees, jeez. I should go for the snowboarding rupees, I guess. I probably won't get them, but I might as well try. It would save time if I got them. Oh, come on. I hate it when it does that. It's like you should be able to climb, but it doesn't let you climb. Anyways. So we get to do the second half of this dungeon backwards, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. Makes it a lot faster. Because we can just, like, ignore all of the spinner shenanigans. I think the normal way of getting there, which we're not doing instead, is quite a bit slower. Obviously. But yeah. Alright. Okay. Ah, shit. You really don't want to get stuck there. But I think that still killed that guy, so we should be fine. If it didn't, then we're in trouble. Okay, we killed him. Yeah, that sand is slow. You don't want that to happen. There. Just barely missed. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. It happens, but it's annoying. Alright. So that room wasn't the best, but this should still be a pretty good segment. Honestly. Like, I might save some time. Maybe. Probably not. We'll see. Nice. So we can just ignore this boss entirely, or the mini-boss pretty much. It's like, just validate him, or invalidate him completely. Because, why should we bother? Just do 7 3-hit cycles and he dies. How that works, essentially, is that guy's on a timer for, like, how long it is until he goes back up. And the timer resets every time you get a 3rd or 4th hit. Although the 4th hit automatically puts him on onto going back up in the air. So you don't want to get a 4th hit. Lost a little bit of time to PB there, but that's fine. Alright. So now we have RNG Lord. It's clearly the most fun boss in the game. I'm probably going to lose like a minute to best here, if I had to guess. For some reason I didn't equip Spinner when I thought I did. Alright, there we go. So, right there, Link puts away an invisible Spinner for some reason. It's like, I had no items out except for the Spinner, which should get automatically put away. It's not like he's carrying it, but for some reason, there's an animation for him putting it away, which... Alright, I mean, sure. Alright. So we can pretty much just skip the second phase of Stalwart entirely, which hopefully I get it done properly, but we'll have to see. I don't know, I'm not very consistent at it. Yeah, I can usually one-cycle him, even if I don't get the fast one-cycle. That way I only have to do like a 1/3 of his, what's supposed to be his second phase. Like, you're supposed to have to go through 3 cycles. Because it's Nintendo and 3s. Like, everything is 3 for bosses. I don't know. Alright. But I get to do it in 1. So the first phase plays out pretty much the same way. There are some strategies to how to deal with each of the parts in the first phase, but it's kind of luck dependent on the first phase. The second phase is mostly just execution, but it's somewhat difficult to pull off. Alright. So the first part is pretty easy. The second part we have to dodge some guys. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, like that. You gotta find the gap really quickly, and then hit him. And then the third one, we gotta dodge some guys, go behind him, and bounce off something. And hope that we hit him. Like that. That was perfect. That was literally a perfect fight. I mean, it's possible to go for one of the closer guys and then hit him. Like, bounce off one of the closer guys, but it's really hard to do. It's much more consistent to go to all the way behind him, essentially. So I'm already probably saving time no matter what, unless I, somehow miss the 1 cycle, which the 1 cycle's really not that hard. I just gotta make sure I'm doing spin attacks. For some reason, so there's a multi-hit bug in Twilight Princess where your spin attack can deal like 3 hits. And they patched it out for the most part in HD, but not on this boss for some reason. So essentially we can get 3 hits every time we do a spin attack, and if we get 18 total hits, we kill Stalwart. I don't even think we need... It might be 18, yeah, because we need 6 spin attacks. It could be 16... No, it's probably still 18. Anyways. Ah, I just missed it. Okay, so basically, if you time that properly, you get to hit him before he does anything. I was a little bit late, I think, getting on the spinner. Which means I have to lose like 20 seconds here. It might be more than 20 seconds, I'm not exactly sure. But, anyways. It's fine, because I had a pretty good first phase. So this really isn't that bad. Alright. Three, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What? I was one hit short. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh my god. So since I was slow, I side hopped. Are you kidding me? I freaking side hopped. Oh my god. So now I have to do the second part of it. I'm literally one hit away. That is so dumb. I'm probably not gonna... I'm too low. Because I just got really unlucky with these little things. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm back at the bottom of the thing. No, I just got screwed out of an entire phase. I don't know how that worked. Okay, so we just wasted a ton of time. So that loses like 40 seconds if you... Damn it. Ah, that's so annoying. I'm really mad. That actually... Well, I'm not gonna be very far ahead anymore. It was a really good start to it. And then I missed the jump attack because I side hopped. Freaking side hopped and I wasted time. Then I got an accidental hit in between. Normally you can get like a couple accidental hits and be fine. But since I side hopped, I fucked it up. It's so annoying. Let's not fall off, please. Okay, so we just royally screwed up. So that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, I can still get sub 345. It's just a lot harder now because that was so freaking stupid. How far ahead am I? Oh my gosh, I just lost like, what, 30 seconds to PB? Ugh. Ugh, that's disgusting. That's really terrible. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to have happen. Get over here, get over here. Alright, that works. That's not how it's supposed to work, but that worked out well. I got lucky. Why do I always mess up Stallard in, like, some stupid way? Like, I practiced him so much the other day. And now it's like, no, I mess him up every time. Every single time in practice, I got it perfect. And then, like, in 2 of the last 3 runs, I've gotten, like, 640 on that segment. Which is really bad. That's the only real big mistake I have this run, is that specifically. I have a couple stupid, really silly things that never happen in here. But anyways. Man. Like, that lost, like, almost 50 seconds. It would have lost more if I had not been able to actually get through the entire second part of the second phase, because I was too low, but it ended up working out. So I guess I should be thankful, at least. I was kind of getting screwed with the, how the positioning worked. Usually you can, like, still gain height, but I was, like, that was, like, pretty much the worst possible thing that could have happened. One day I will get sub 230 Arbiter's Crowns. I could have almost gotten it that time. Alright, so I just need to execute well the rest of the run and I can get sub 245, but I need to like actually do the executing well part. There's not a lot of RNG stuff for the rest of the run. It's pretty much just me playing well, hopefully. But yeah, I can lose a minute and 45 seconds, I think. I should have gone to the left there. Back. Am I thinking? Alright. Yeah, I can lose a minute and 45 seconds and still get 3:45. Anyways. Dude, ZR and B mashing is so good. Alright, now I get to go to Snow Peak. Snow Peak is fun and fast if I don't mess it up. I just gotta, you know, do the not messing it up part. That can be a problem sometimes. It's really not that hard. I'm just bad. Alright. So now we get a fish. Because why not? That was a really bad angle for that jump. You want to jump more towards this end so you don't have to swim as far. That's not the optimal place to put that fishing rod, but sure. Okay, it worked. We'll take it. Not gonna lie, that's perfectly fine. Also, after catching this, the game pushes us back, because it's like a cutscene, which is really odd. I mean, it's helpful because I can transform directly into Wolf and just sniff it no matter like how far on the platform I am, but it's still weird. Yeah, you don't have to follow the scent path exactly. Like, you can do this because dash canceling is a little bit faster, but like, and I can like cut corners here and here. There are certain spots where I think you need to be pretty close to the path that like checks to see exactly where you are, but yeah, some places it's perfectly fine to stray away. And then once you get to this point, it's like the game doesn't really care anymore. It just doesn't really check anything. Alright. Standard definition can skip like all of the reef stuff. The time cutting cheats. Yeah, some of these glitches are pretty cool. This is more of an exploit than a glitch, I guess, but anyways. Yeah, SD can take advantage of it more because it can perform something called map glitch to completely get rid of the void zones that like check if you're close enough to the scent and that you have the scent. So it can like skip the scent entirely. Yeah, that backflip is overpowered right there. You can just skip all the bats. That's gonna be too close to the wall. I'm gonna respawn at the start of the room. Oh no, that worked. Okay. That was probably like as close to the wall as I could be with it still working. Alright, so now we get to slide. So that, what I did just now was I did a long jump attack with the boomerang far enough so that I would void to this spot rather than back at the start of the room. And that means I can skip the Shadow Beast. Yeah, that's a really nice thing. It saves like 30 seconds, which is really actually quite substantial. It does mean that this is going to be a bit foggy when we're snowboarding, but it's really not that bad. Alright. It is slightly faster to be in the air, I think, when you're snowboarding. But yeah. Can I please get these rupees? Oh yes, alright, I get to skip some, I get to skip the silver rupee now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool, like, glitches with this game. Make it go a lot faster. Alright, so I get to skip, the silver rupee and do an orange rupee instead, which is really nice, because that orange rupee is actually quite a bit faster. Means I get to save time on, not the ball and chain segment, but the, let's see which segment. The double claw shot segment. Because I don't have to get rupees during that at this point. Yeah, another difference, so the fog's a lot clearer, which is really nice. But also, wow, that bested, even though I got the rupees, jeez. But also the rupees are actually there, which is really, really nice. So if I have enough rupees, I'll generally go for those rupees and, try to get to 200 so I can get some faster rupees. Because I don't think those rupees waste that much time. They probably waste a little, but anyways. Alright. Alright, good. That double LJ can be annoying sometimes. It's usually fine, but I've messed up more than I should have throughout the number of runs that I've done. I should get sub 245 ball and chain as well, which is really nice. That's not something I normally get. Yeah, I can mess up freeze arts, get for like a full minute and still get it. Although I got the left door. Dang, not the left door. Left doors are slower because the animation coming out from the other side of the door is actually slower than coming out of a right door. Oh, come on. That happens. It's really annoying. It's possible to deal with this without having to void out and do it again, but it's really annoying when it happens. Come on. Get over here. Oh, come on. I should have had that one. There we go. Alright. So I just lost, like, probably almost 30 seconds to that. That was stupid. Whatever. So this run is, like, kind of meh now, but anyways. Alright. Yeah, so 3 spin attacks down that guy pretty fast. I think I lost, like, 25 seconds to best there. But that's fine. This is still ahead of PB, although it does make it a little bit harder to get sub 345, which is annoying. Hopefully I have a really good city in Sky. I do get to skip some rupees, which is nice, actually. I forgot about that. I need to actually remember to get the orange rupees. Oh, you didn't get in here in time for your opponent clip? Yeah, I think I got it first try, which was really nice. Yeah, so you clip out in North Hyrule Field, and then, like, gain height out of bounds in order to get into a loading zone you shouldn't be able to get to without bombs, so that you can go get bombs, essentially. Alright. Good. Alright, so we got the 100 rupees, which means now we have 300. And that is a bit faster than getting the 200 rupee in Kakariko, which we now don't have to get. Thankfully. Which means we have an extra bomb. So, I don't know what I'm going to use the extra bomb on, but... there are probably places I can use it that would be useful. It also means that I already have Claw Shot equipped to X, which is really nice, since I didn't equip bombs over that. Alright. So now we're gonna skip the entirety of Temple of Time, because, you know, why should we do Temple of Time? That seems like a waste of time. Pun intended. So you can just skip Temple of Time. There we go, we skipped Temple of Time. And the second half of Snow Peak. By doing that. It's so simple, yet so much time saved. So we're like about, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds ahead of where we would normally be here with a good early City in Sky. That's what that trick is called. Also, it's nighttime, which is so odd. Like, I never get here when it's nighttime. I always get here when it's sunrise. Which means I'm here a little bit early, actually. Like, my overworld segments have apparently been better than normal. Yeah, the hitbox was fixed a little bit, but they didn't really fix it. Like, it's a little bit harder to clip out, but it's really not that bad. So hopefully I just don't choke the rest of the run and can get a sub 345 today. But I'd be fine with a PB. Earlier I had a run that was, I think, a little worse than this, but it missed fan skip, so eh. I say a little, it was probably like half a minute, or no, a full minute worse than this. I think yeah, that was earlier today. I do too many runs. Oh gosh. Alright. Yeah, so that orange rupee saved about 10 seconds, which is pretty cool. So if I can prove that getting the other rupees on snowboarding doesn't take 10 seconds, then essentially I can show that it's faster to do that. Because nobody really ever goes for that, and I don't know why. I had to, like, hint it to Fino, who holds the world record. Because he was doing a practice run today, and he was down a bomb. I was like, oh, you should do this. And he did. And it was good. But anyways. Alright. What if I got, like, 343, 43? I mean, it's not gonna happen at this point, but that'd be pretty cool. Like, I'd willingly sacrifice a second to get 343, 43. Not that I can best that much in the rest of the run, probably, but anyways. We'll see. Like, I can best on this split. This is one of the places that I would best if I can. Well, it is kind of a false best. Or no, it's not, because the Snow Peak, which had the extra rupees, which would take extra time, I got a best on that anyways. Like, what the heck? Alright, this guy's annoying. I'm gonna let him run at me. That was almost too early. Oh, jeez. I avoided there earlier today. Alright, so I'm gonna walk up slowly this time. Yeah, so if you open this from the furthest possible distance, basically the fan up there doesn't turn on, which saves quite a bit of time. I think it's like a few minutes. The way I do it is like 4 minutes, the way I would do the second half. But there's faster ways to do the second half that I just never practice because, I mean, at that point I'd be losing a bunch of time. Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's kind of odd. Like, it's probably that the middle... Whoa, I almost fell there. Good thing I was holding up. It probably measures, like, Wolf-Link from the center of where he is. So basically, if the center of Wolf-Link doesn't cross that, and you're opening it from far away, the center of Wolf-Link won't cross that. Then you skip the trigger. I just don't know why they would use that as the trigger, and not, like, the door opening, for example. Or, like, entering the room through the door. I don't know, it just seems like an odd design choice, but I didn't develop the game. Clearly I should have. No, I'm kidding. Alright. I do like that Nintendo, like, avoided patching a bunch of stuff that they probably could have or should have patched. Like LJA. I'm glad they didn't patch it because I prefer this to SD. Because it's, like, a lot easier. I just skipped a cutscene and manipulated my save position to be somewhere slightly faster. Although it really doesn't save that much time, the different save position. But skipping the cutscene is fast. Well, kind of. It really, the whole thing doesn't save that much time, but yeah. But yeah, I do like that Nintendo didn't patch out certain things, like long jump. Right. So coming up here, we have a mini boss, which is just an Aralphos with, like, more HP than a normal Aralphos. So I'm gonna kill him with ball and chain, and hopefully it works the way I want it to. But no promises. Yeah, you can kind of just run diagonally against wind. And speaking of that, we're gonna do that again, like right here. Because why should I go around the right side of the room when the left side of the room is very slightly faster? If you don't mess it up. If you mess it up, you void and waste a bunch of time. I didn't go to the right spot. If you aim far right enough there, then you can, like, go straight down to the platform you want to. I just aimed a little bit too far to the left. Like, I have a cue for it, I just didn't aim long enough to get the right spot. I should be able to save some time here, by the way. Over best, I mean. Especially since I got the different rupees, which saved like 10 seconds. Alright, so let's hope I get a good fight here. I'm one hit away. Alright. There we go. Good. Yeah, you need to get 9 ball and chain hits on him. Right. That's right, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, because that's not counting the one that hits his shield after you get the first 4 hits. So I'm gonna save a bunch of time to S tier, which is exciting. I finally have a good segment. I mean, this is probably a beatable segment, but still quite good. Yeah. That's pretty much how it works. Yeah, so he has like a damage threshold that kills him and a damage threshold that puts him into the second phase. And it does check for the second one that kills him before it checks for the one that puts him in the second phase. And the ball and chain, when you hit his shield, when he's during an attack animation specifically, it counts it as damage, but it doesn't actually check the damage thresholds, which is odd. I don't know why it does that, but I'm thankful that it does. Yeah. So basically, I don't have to go and do a second phase. And I can basically... I mean, that wasn't a perfect Aralthos fight. Ideally, you get him before he flies back up in the air at all. But I didn't get it perfect. It's actually still faster to go in through the side of this room. I don't know why, but it is. Come at me, bro. Swiftly dodge that guy. So since we didn't trigger the fan earlier, we can just go up here, which is very nice. So that saves 4 minutes for me, and over optimal play, it's probably like 2.5 to 3 minutes. I don't know. This is a little close. Okay, that still worked. We take those. Yeah, so we can just skip most of this room, because, like, why should we bother? Okay. So now we have the boss key, which is cool. Wow, that actually worked out much better than I thought it would. I kind of jump slashed. Anyways, you don't get the second cutscene, the door closing? That's probably part of it, but also you have to, like... There's no clear bridge from that room back to the main part of the room, and you have to, like, claw shot over. Also, two-handed grabs are random, but they save, like, several seconds. I say several, it's probably, like, 1 second. Alright, so this is a double LJ, and wow, I barely made that. That was lucky. Normally that works a lot better than that, and I clear the railing entirely. But, yeah, so basically what that let me do is skip turning on the fans. And it is faster, I believe, than, like, just going through the fans normally, even if the fans were already on. Just because we can skip a bunch of stuff, and we don't have to wait for, like, all the fans to turn. Anyways. This room is on cycles. You don't want to miss a cycle. Waste a bit of time. We can completely ignore those Aralthos because there's no reason to fight them. So if I do this right, then I can skip having to go around another time on this. I just missed it though. It loses like 10 seconds if you miss it. So you have to like go up here again and do this. Thanks, Select Man. Thank you for the bits and the follow. Hopefully the rest of the run goes well. Anyway, so unfortunately I lost a bit of time there, so I'm gonna lose like 10 seconds to best. But, anyways. You can get like a frame-perfect roll there if you take off the iron boots right before you land. But it's not easy to do. I think I kinda got it, but not really. Anyways. We're gonna stand like at the edge here. There we go. So basically I can claw shot really far up this thing. That took a little bit more time than I would have liked, but it's fine. So if we stand near one of these pillars, he actually doesn't do his attack where he like rakes the ground. Which is nice because I don't like that attack. And then we can just claw shot him. There's a glitch here where if you grab him early enough, then you soft block because he can't let go and he'll start flying around with you on his tail. But it's hard to get. I go for it because I want to meme, but it would be stupid to get it because then you just lose your run. Okay, and if you go up fast enough here, and you can just skip him going around the second time. I think it's select mean. Sorry, I said select man. Oh well. Alright. So I'm still like 4 minutes. I'm only 2.5 minutes behind Fino. Jeez. Wow, that's actually better than I thought I would be at this point. I'm on mid 3:45 pace. It's still possible for me to get sub 3:45. All right. I need a good fight, a good palace, which is kind of hard to do, and then a good Hyrule. And then some luck from Pup Zelda. Alright. So there are some strats that make this fight a little bit faster than doing this normally. But you pretty much do what you would normally do. You still have to do all 3 phases in the second part. Alright. So we want to get like as high up this as possible. Of course I messed it up. Oh, thanks for the good luck, Binocorn. So yeah, as soon as he screams, we claw shot onto this, and then we're gonna have his fire go over us. So he actually thinks that we fell all the way down. So he just like stops spinning and just sits there, which means that we can like grab him from back here. If you miss, then you mess up the entire cycle, and I almost missed there. So you lose a lot of time if you miss. You don't want to miss. If you miss, you have to do like the entire cycle again normally. Sucks. So the second one we do the same exact thing, because his attack pattern is pretty much the exact same. The third one is a little bit different though. We do something slightly different. I could have done something with the Chew Jelly here to only have to do 2 cycles, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm not going to mess around with that, because it's difficult. Like, I need to practice that at some point, but I'm not doing that in a run for now. It's possible, it's just very hard, because, like, the gold Chew Jelly is on a timer. Alright, so we're going to go to the 4th P-hat. So, 2, 3... and then we're gonna sit here. We're gonna wait for this fire to pass this guy. And then as soon as he starts spitting fire, we take out the Iron Boots. And now he can just grab him. So that saves a bit of time from going all the way around and then back around again. But yeah. That was pretty good. I'm losing, I think, 10 seconds to best. But that was pretty good. Not gonna lie. And that does mean I'm saving about 10 seconds off PB, which is always good. Man, if I hadn't messed up Arbiter's Grounds, this could have been like a 343. If I hadn't messed up Stalwart, this would be a possibility of getting a 343 something, like a mid 343. That would have been amazing for like my skill level, but I'm getting better, I think. My practice is starting to pay off a little. I practiced Palace a lot too, so hopefully I don't screw that up super bad. Hopefully I get an early platform too, but I need to like actually be reasonable about if I'm gonna make it or not. Alright. So that was City. It's pretty fast. Yeah. All in all, a pretty fun dungeon. Alright, so if we have Iron Boots on and Jump Slash here, we land on the bridge instead of in the water. Which means you can warp faster. And now we get to go straight to Palace, since we already have the warp thing done here. They did patch this one weird thing that allowed you to skip, like, going up the tower with the spinner. So that's not in HD anymore, but it's still kind of funny that it was there in the first place. Okay, I'm gonna turn my music off and focus. Alright, so this dungeon is very linear. There's not a whole lot that we can actually skip here, but there are a bunch of little time saves. This is actually somewhat fun to speedrun this dungeon, but it can also be really annoying if you don't do it right. And my bests, I think, are pretty good, but not super optimized, so hopefully I do well here. Like, there's a high ceiling on skill level for this dungeon. There's also a fair bit of luck, but it's really not that much luck. I wasn't close enough to the chest, really. I should have been close enough to the chest there. That was dumb. There's some midnight text in the next room if you get transformed by the fog instead of transforming yourself, so we just stay as wolf and don't have to deal with any of that. It's only in this room, though. Alright. The camera's gonna change here, which is gonna make it really annoying to get this chest. Even though it's already annoying to get chests as Wolf Link. This just makes it far more annoying. So I'm just gonna wait until I can see. Yeah, so we can skip having to use the claw shot, although that was slow because I took a while to get the angle. It's probably faster for me, since it's just more consistent, to just turn around and do jump slashes up the chest, and then onto the thing, but I'm trying to get back into the habit of doing the side hops. Alright, where is he? So our job here is to make sure this guy doesn't start warping around super far away. So we want to deal the maximum possible damage without getting him to warp. And if you do that specific set of like jabs and spin attacks, then you can 3-cycle the guy without getting him to warp around. So it's a little risky to go for if you mess up the 3rd cycle, for example, but it's really not that bad. You just gotta get good at quick spins. Alternatively, you can just do strings of 3-hit combos and then a 4-hit combo for the 4th one. But that takes a bit more time and he warps around 1 extra spot, so I don't do that anymore. I used to. And then I started getting decent at the spin attack strat. Okay. Yeah, these rooms are pretty simple. You're just bringing the orb back. We are gonna throw from over here. Should have stepped forward a little bit more so it would land faster. So that I can basically already be at the top here, which is nice. Then we can just do that path to avoid all those guys. If you kind of like go in an arc, then you can avoid those guys pretty easily. It's the same with the guys that are up here. It's the same type of enemy. They're really annoying, but you can avoid them pretty easily by just going into like a mini circle, like that. So very good first half, actually. I got pretty good luck with the Phantom Xant Swans. So that was nice, at least. Alright. So that platform is kind of slow moving across here, so there's no point in going across that platform. You just fly over. Why not? Alright. This room can be annoying. I need to focus, so I'm gonna shut up for a second. And that is why. Alright, I just lost like 10 seconds. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna kill that bad. Dang it. I messed that up. You spawned behind me? Alright, I got him. That was okay. Ideally, he spawns at the back, you jump all the way across, and then you jump attack quick spin him and kill him. So I just lost, I don't know, 20 seconds to best or something, because that was a pretty poor room. I got hit by the bat. Luckily the bat didn't hit me onto the ground, but anyways. Yeah, I missed a cycle, basically. I missed a cycle, and not the best luck with that Phantom Zand. If he spawns earlier, you can get him with just 2 quick spins, but I accidentally hit him, so he's warped away. Not exactly what I wanted. But my best isn't perfect, so I should still be able to save, like... Or not save time over best, but still get a pretty good time. That's like an invisible wall there. Back. Oh, I'm dumb. Hello? Why didn't that guy die? Well, that wasted a bunch of time. I don't know why that guy didn't die. I hit him twice. Didn't I? I could have sworn I hit him with 2 minute charges. Well, that wasted a bunch of time. Which is not the best, obviously. Alright. So this segment's kind of meh now. I'm like 25 seconds behind where I'd like to be. I could probably save some time with a good fight on this Phantom Zant, though. Maybe. It's possible. Anyways. What am I doing? There's no cutscene here. Need to, like, actually pay attention. Very good. Yeah, I'm behind where I'd like to be, but that's fine. That was a pretty good fight there, even though I wasn't paying attention for like half of that. Alright. I almost got that back to me. If you go close enough, you can get the orb all the way to you, and you don't have to pick it up after the cutscene. Which I should do that, but I don't. So I end up having to pick it up. And then I can just drop it here and roll onto this. Skip having to, like, go up the side of the steps. That Shadow Beast has been in the way of the orb before, which is funny. Okay, I think it's like a minute from whenever I go out the door in the room after this one. But we'll see. Yeah, so we can get this to activate during that guy's cutscene, which is nice. You just layer cutscenes on top of one another. This next room is really not that bad going back to the front of the room. You just kind of do this and like skip having to wait for cycles. And then I'm gonna like get these bats over here so they don't bother me. And I get a heart. Woo! Alright, so I'm probably losing 30 seconds to best, if I'm being honest here. So, unfortunate with the sand head in that room, although it wasn't that bad. And I don't know where the other time losses. Oh, from the other sand head that didn't die for some reason, even though I did enough damage to it. I'm gonna have to look at that clip later and see if I like just didn't hit it on one of the midnight charges or what. Like maybe I just didn't hit it the second time. Oh, I'm not losing. I'm losing like 20 seconds to best, not 30. Okay, that's not actually that bad. Still is gonna make it harder to get sub 345 though. There's only 18 seconds left at. Alright. The second half of the dungeon is still very linear. There's a lot of LJs, and Xant's boss fight is actually really fun. So we'll see that when we get to it. But for now, we just gotta do some grunt work getting through some of the lower levels. Alright. So I can definitely save more time off my best on that last split. But yeah. Nice. Yeah, missing that orb is bad, so don't miss that orb ever. Dang it. Well, I might as well run around as Wolf for half a second, since I'm already Wolf. Alright. I'm surprised that the stairs went up before the orb cutscene happened. You can kind of just claw shot this guy, although I missed. It's really not that hard to get it. Well, I messed it up. So what I did there is I jumped off of that platform really fast after I activated it so that I can just get onto it right after this. What I was supposed to do earlier was LJ over to this platform. It would have saved like a little bit of time. But I missed. So I had to wait like half a second longer. There's an LJ here that's not entirely consistent, but I go for it anyways. Yeah. Like, sometimes it doesn't go out of bounds, but I think that's specifically because sometimes it's above the door when you jump, and it's not really out of bounds. It's not above a void, specifically. Which is one of the requirements. Usually out of bounds works simply because it's above a void. And sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes it's not above a void. Anyways, so I want to make sure there's not a bunch of birds attacking me here, because I can do an LJ over to this platform over here. Unfortunately, I can't really do it if there are a bunch of birds attacking me when I'm trying to do it. But I think I can do it. Yeah. It wastes a lot of time if you mess it up. Don't get me wrong. And you can't void before that guy actually dies, because he'll just respawn. But, anyways. So we got that. I was gonna try something new where I didn't kill that guy. But I messed it up. I didn't remember to do it. Yeah, we can just ignore those guys for now, get the boss key, and then kill them as we're coming down. Uh-oh, this is bad. We don't want to get hit by this bird. That would have been really bad if we got hit down by that bird and then not been able to hit him, because we don't have arrows, so it's like, how are we gonna hit him? Wow, that actually hit. Oh, come on. birds. His left leg is on the chest. It is no longer on the chest, but it was on the chest. Alright. That room was pretty good. I'm like 5 seconds behind where I'd like to be in this segment, but this is fine. So, this next room, we do something called early platform, and I'm going to focus and not talk about it until after I try to do it. But I might mess it up, in which case I'll just explain it. So yeah, this room is on cycles. Good. Ooh, I almost messed it up. I should make it perfectly fine right now, though, if I make this LJ. Good. Alright. So yeah, this platform goes in cycles, and you want to make a cycle as early as possible. Otherwise, you waste 20 seconds. Unfortunately, you still have to wait for that Xant head, which I think if you get second cycle, you don't have to wait for the Xant head. I might be wrong in that. But it saves about 15 seconds to get early platform. And you have to do most of the stuff I did. There are a bunch of different ways to do it. You have to do a certain combination of things, essentially, in order to save enough time where you make it to that platform in time. And it's a little spoopy. So I was, like, counting to time things out. Yeah, you want to kill all these guys while they're still in the air, because you can kill them all in the same frame, and they don't lag more than once. It's like, there's hit lag. But anyways. That was pretty good second half so far. Hopefully I get a good Xant fight, but no promises. There's not a bunch of ways for me to lose time until, like, the last segment, where I can, like, specifically lose probably 30 seconds if I mess it up. There are a bunch of small time saves throughout, but nothing really that big. There's a little bit of a faster time save on pretty much every phase, let's be honest, but anyways. So Xant is kind of odd in that the only hit that really matters on him is the last hit of a combo. And it does, like, way more damage to him. And a lot of the way his phases count down to go to the next phase is based on how many combo hits, like final combo hits, you've gotten on him. So I'm gonna try to, like, time these hits, for example, so that I just hit him on the last hit. Although his jump, the amount of times he jumps is kind of random. Alright. There is a way to do this in one cycle. I'm bad at it. I messed it up. You're supposed to delay some of the hits so that he goes back into a hittable state, but it wastes like 10 seconds if you mess it up. It's not that bad, it's just annoying. I've gotten it before in a run, it's just not very consistent, shall we say. This one, on the second time you get him, you can be a little faster, and on the ways you hit him, since you're underwater, it kind of matters a little bit in terms of how fast the combo is. So I'm gonna go left, right, up, down is, I believe, the fastest combo. It's like a third of a second faster than the other fast combos underwater. Something like that. I might have the combo wrong, and it might be like left, right, down, up, or something, but anyways. Okay, so as soon as his eyes come out of the water, I can start swimming over here, and he should be in this one. But he's not. Because apparently I was further away from this one. So that loses a little time. Because ideally you basically grab him before he starts shooting his fireballs. Or like as he's starting to. And it saves a little bit of time. So unfortunately we really haven't gotten much of the time saves. The one in here is pretty easy. All you have to do is swing the ball and chain here. And then as he spawns, he'll just get knocked off and you can hit him right away. Otherwise, he jumps around for like, I don't know, 5 to 7 seconds before you can hit him. This one's not that bad. All you need to do is make sure you get the 4th combo hit twice on this guy. You can alternatively get a ton of jump slashes, but it takes much longer. So you're going to try to back this guy into a spot that we can hit him on the 4th hit. I got lucky there. You don't have to stand in the corner here. And I know Fino doesn't, but it's a lot easier if you just stand in the corner. There we go, okay, that was lucky. I thought he was going to despawn before that. Alright, so now we're going to the last phase. I am going to definitely lose a bit of time on this segment, but I can make it not that much time if I do this correctly. Good. Good. Alright, so yeah, you just need to hit him with 3/4 hits on that part right there. And since I didn't do the best on getting to him, and I didn't do the best on like all of his phases, I am going to lose a little time to best here. But not that much. It's like 10 seconds. If that. Yeah. So basically, what I do there is, if you hit him with like any, I think a 3rd hit or any other type of hit, then he'll like warp away, and then it takes way longer to do that phase if you just do like spin attacks, for example. My auto splitter died. That's annoying. Now I don't know. I mean, what? I lost like 10 seconds? So it's like my best possible time's 3:44, I think. Alright, let's just page down. I'll have to remember to manually split from here. I'll go back and figure out what time that was after this. Because it was a pretty good time. But I should be like 2 minutes ahead. Like, yeah, I definitely saved like 40 seconds there. So I have a bit of a cushion to be able to get 3:45. It's like a minute cushion. I almost ran too far forward. Want to skip a mailman here. So why not? Alright. Each mailman takes like 20 seconds, I think, to like walk up to you and then hand you the letters and go away. So that definitely saves time to do that. I'm gonna try to bonk into this corner to go into the cutscene. Otherwise the PB doesn't count. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can bonk into the cutscene. For some reason. I don't know why. But it works. Alright, so now we get like 2 minutes of this or something like that. This cutscene is long. Oh my gosh, I have so many phone notifications that I don't care about. I'm kidding, I care about them. It's just... I want to finish this run first. Because this can be good if I don't screw up super hard. I mean, there's definitely potential for me to, like, mess up and not PB. I've had, like, a minute lead going into Puppet Zelda before and then lost the run to a bunch of crap and missed PB by like a minute 20. Anyways, hopefully that doesn't happen this time. So everything since Arbiter's Grounds was pretty darn good, actually. Except for Ball and Chain, and Souls could have been a little better. But all in all, I mean, that past hour was pretty good. Honestly, the parts before that were good. The first hour of this run was amazing, but it didn't last too long, unfortunately. And I'm probably like 4 minutes behind. Not quite 4 minutes. I'm probably like 3 minutes behind Fino's run. 3.5, if I had to guess. I definitely will lose time here. Actually, I probably lost more time to Fino than I'm thinking. 3.5 might be reasonable, though. I'm gonna lose some more time on this split, though. Anyways. Alright, so Hyrule is pretty linear. It's not that bad. So since I have extra bombs, I'll just kill this guy. This is the fastest way to kill these guys, with a bomb. If you try to blow it up yourself, then you might not get one of them, and then you have to like waste time trying to kill that specific guy. It is kind of funny, with most of these barriers, you can skip a cutscene when the barrier is starting to form, and you can just roll away before the barrier actually forms. If you skip the cutscene, it doesn't skip to the point where the barrier is already solid. So we're going to use that to skip a couple different barriers, which is nice. So there's that. We have to fight King Bulbin one last time. King Bulbin's last hurrah. Okay. Good. That was really good, actually. Because he didn't actually do the full spin. So even though I didn't kill him on the second one, since I missed the jump attack on the second one, I actually probably saved time. Because he didn't do the full spin. Although I have enough health to tank it if I wanted to. I think if you tank it, then he stops doing the big spin. And then you save some time off that, but anyways. I'm gonna backflip and save warp here. I could side hop and save warp, which I did yesterday, but that's... You have fewer frames to get the menu opening if you side hop compared to if you backflip. So, much rather backflip, to be honest. Alright. I already have everything I need equipped. Alright, so this next barrier skip is very important. If you mess it up, you lose like a minute. So I'm going to concentrate on actually getting this. Good, I got it. Right. Yeah, so if you skip that cutscene while you're in the air, specifically, then you're like only partway in the barrier. Oh, I got the frame perfect roll. Frame perfect take off iron boots and roll. Not bad. Alright, so if I do like hits with a specific timing, then I can do this in 2 cycles rather than 3. Ow. Rude. Okay, good. I got him. Right. That guy can drop an orange rupee, which is bad if you're, like, in the middle of an animation, because you can get extra rupee text, but since I already got a 100 rupee, it didn't matter for me. Yeah, there's, like, a lantern puzzle there, but I don't really care about that lantern puzzle. I'm just not gonna do that lantern puzzle. There is a lantern puzzle in here. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to solve the puzzle, but it's this lantern, then this lantern, then this lantern, and then this lantern. And there's like 16 different orders you can do that in. But for some reason they thought it was okay to make somebody figure it out. I'm sure there's like a way to figure it out without doing brute force, but I never figured it out as a kid. I do not know why. Alright, get over here. Get over here. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Alright, that guy wasted some time. Not gonna lie, that wasted like 20 seconds. Because I didn't get the bomb kill right. So that's very unfortunate, but it's fine. I can still do this. Just annoying. Alright. So this guy, we can kill with pretty much the same method as the first guy. What? How did that not hit? There we go. I can also just stab him, I guess. Yeah, I could have done that, rather than throw the ball and chain. But it's supposed to hit him on the way back. I'm surprised it didn't work. I don't know exactly how far into this is. But we are behind where I'd like to be. Let's put it that way. By like 20 seconds because of that stupid thing. Yeah. So we're like 9:20 into this segment or something like that. And I wanted to be here at about 9 flat. So we're gonna miss best by like 20 seconds. But I can still pull off a 344 or something if I play well and don't screw up the ending. Also, I have gold chew jelly to make this the horseback cannon a little bit faster and less RNG heavy. So the third phase is a little bit hard to hit him on. But I get to avoid that entirely because I have chew jelly. I just need to repeat it to myself, chew jelly, over and over again so that I remember that I have chew jelly. But yeah. Alright. So, now that this cutscene is done, we can grab the boss key. I have forgotten this boss key before. It was incredibly embarrassing. I don't know how I managed to forget it, too. It's like, you have this cutscene, you have to go through to get the whatever. It was before I started, like, streaming runs. I think I just didn't go over this part to get the boss key, and I just went straight up because I had the small key. But I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. Alright. As long as I can stay calm here, I should be able to get through this pretty easily and get up to the boss, and then it should be smooth sailing from there. Okay. Yeah, there's like a finite number of rats. That was really a weird way to cross that room, but it works, so whatever. You can also cross the room as Wolf by going to the, like, right spots, but it's slower than just jumping across. Unfortunately, I messed up the way you're supposed to do it. Right. Oh, come on. This thing is so hard to grab. I just wasted like 5 seconds. I wasn't even shaking there. It's just like, that one's just hard to grab. I don't have the spinner equipped. Oh god, that was close. Alright, so we're just gonna skip this Dark Nut, because I don't really want to fight this Dark Nut. Can we open the door? Ah, shoot. Okay, no, we are not going to get a sub 345 today. I do not believe so. That was bad. That was a really kind of a bad high roll. I'd need good Puppet Zelda RNG. It's possible, even with bad Puppet Zelda RNG, it's just... I'd have to best, essentially, because of the Golden Chew Jelly. that's gonna be interesting. Let me skip this cutscene, please. Chew jelly. Just remember the chew jelly. Okay. Alright. That is not a good start. You want her to... Now this is at best an 8 cycle. Which means I'm losing at least like 15 seconds. Okay, good. Hopefully this can still be an 8 cycle and not a 9. That would suck really badly if it's for a 9. I don't want to get like a 345 something. I want to get a 344 something. Come on. Just for it looking good. Okay, that's that attack is faster than the triangles. You want him to do that attack as much as possible. Him, her, whatever. It's a puppet controlled by Ganondorf. Okay. Yeah, if you stand under, then these hits always hit for sure. Right, I forgot. She has 3 cycles that aren't going to be lightning in between, so I just gotta waste time here for no reason. Because I don't know why they coded it this way. Faster than a triangle, yay. We want to get as much of this as possible, so we save time, please. Good. Alright, now give me a lightning right now. Do not wait any longer, otherwise this 344 is probably impossible. Yes! Okay, we're gonna be cutting it extremely close, but it is possible. Just barely. By 9 seconds. If I don't screw this up super hard. Okay. I need to do this fight properly. Yeah, you need to do specific ways of hitting this guy, so that you do the maximum amount of damage, so that you can kill him with Wolf, and he, like, doesn't run around for as long. Okay, so we're good. So as long as I get him with Wolf here, then we're still good. Gonna go ahead and equip the golden chew jelly. He's gonna come out of here somewhere. Okay, good. Ooh, that was close. Alright, yeah, so he comes out really fast, without, like, any sort of warning, if you get the maximum possible amount of damage. Alright, so, this is still possible. Alright, so, I just need to get 2 hits on Horseback Ganon. The second hit, I just use chew jelly. And it shouldn't be that bad. Alright. And if I do that, then I'll probably save some time. And I'll have some more time to spare on Ganondorf himself. First hit is pretty free. Alright, use the chew jelly. I don't have to home buffer it, because this is, like, actually the last possible time we can use it. Yes! Okay, I can save 9 seconds if I do this correctly. Which means I have 18 extra seconds. I have 31 seconds to kill Ganondorf, about, more or less. Okay. Alright. Calm down. So it takes about a minute to kill him after you get the final hit on horseback. And it takes about 13 seconds to kill him if you do it right, but if you do it wrong, then you can easily take around 30 seconds. So we're not out of the woods yet. I did kind of assume that my timing was correct on that. It might be like a little over a minute after horseback, now that I think about it. Yeah, I have like 15 seconds to spare on this. 1, 2. Okay. I didn't put on the iron boots because I was gonna miss 344. Okay, alright. We take those. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We take those. Oh god. That was scary. That was really scary. Clutched it out. Oh my god. Finally. Finally. Sub 345 is finally mine. Yes. 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 So happy. Let's watch some of the credits, because why not? I don't want to do anything right now. Yes. I'm sorry for pop-off. That was very nearly a 345. The gold chew jelly did save me time. It would have saved me more if I didn't kind of screw up a little bit. But I got incredibly lucky with Ganondorf for that to work. I shouldn't have messed up the final hit, but anyways. We take those. Whew. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's worse than what Fino got today. So I still have a ways to go to be competing with Fino and Tylo for the race on Saturday, but which, by the way, there's a race on Saturday. It's in CSR Marathon Saturday night. But yeah, alright, well. Man, I mean, there's so many ways this could have been, like, so much better. Okay, I'm gonna run through this, actually, just to look at all the stupid things that happened. Okay, so we were bouncing around pretty even with Fino for a while. And then he started pulling away around Claw Shot. And Arbiter's Grounds was bad. And then my Palace was not the greatest, and my Hyrule was pretty bad. My Hyrule was, like, 30 seconds off my best, which is not that great. Anyways, see ya. I'm just gonna run through this real quick on stream. How many minutes off? Okay, I was 6:45 off best. That's not amazing, but that's pretty good. Alright, so let me go through this again. Alright. So, Lanairu Vessel was the stupidest time loss I've ever seen. Elden Vessel, I missed the one cycle on the bird. Oh, Raisin. Well, thank you for the auto-host, I guess. I just finished, of course. Anyways, right, so there's 20 seconds to randomly messing up a backflip on Lanairu Vessel, and I had to climb all the way back up and do a bunch of shenanigans, and that was just dumb. Lanairu Twilight, let's see, I messed up the... What all did I mess up? I just had a bad first couple bugs. I think the second 2 bugs, which those are kind of RNG, but I did really bad on those, which is unlucky. And then I messed up the boss bug, which lost me like 10 to 15 seconds. Epona Clip, I think I just took a while on the setup. I didn't have to do a backup, I don't think. Bomb Bag, when I was trying to throw one of the bombs, I didn't actually throw it into the boomerang. I threw it at the wall. Which, whatever. King Bulbin 2 was great. Zora Armor was fine. Iron Boots was actually quite good. That was nearly perfect, which is kind of crazy. Pretty good RNG. Claw Shot, I got Chew Jelly, and I messed up the chest side hop. There might have been one other thing. No, I got Pillow Clip first try. I think it took me a while to clip into the lake. Let's see. Water Temple. Oh, that was the stupidest thing ever. Yeah, I lost 30 plus seconds to missing the jump into Jump Slash. Like, I jumped to the wrong side of the room, and had to figure out a way out of there, and I just spent 30 seconds fumbling around trying to get back to the top of the room. Master Sword was pretty good. I could have gone for the early win cycle and made it, but I didn't do it. Other than that, I think there was something I messed up in the second half of that. Oh, right, I was using the Howling Stone, and I stopped howling halfway through the song, because I didn't realize that you couldn't lift A on accident. My hand slipped off it. That lost me time, which is dumb. Inter Arbiter's Grounds was... Oh, I got Plum. The bird thing, it talked to me. That was really dumb, but the bird talked to me. Because I didn't quick transform in time. Spinner, there were a bunch of little things in Spinner, but it was okay. It was really not that bad. And Gold Chew Jelly helped me out there. Arbiter Grounds, so the first phase was good, then I missed the fast part of the second phase. I side-hopped instead of jump slashing, and I was literally one hit away from killing him before he went back up again, because I just messed up the timing. So I wasted like 50 extra seconds there, which is so dumb. Like, I can't even express how dumb that is. This is dumb. Inter Snow Peak was really good, surprisingly, considering I also got the snowboarding rupees. Ball and Chain, I messed up Freeze Art Skip because I don't do the backwalk. I need to learn that ASAP, because I keep messing it up recently. I don't know why. The method I do just doesn't get me to open the door very often, or very consistently. Double Claw Shots was a best, and it was pretty good. It also saved an extra 10 seconds because I got the orange rupee instead of the silver rupee because I got the snowboarding rupees from earlier. City was pretty good. I think I lost 10 seconds to the top of Fan Tower. Souls... So... I had not the best first room in East Wing. Like, I had to wait for him to warp around once, and then I still wasn't all the way over to the right side of the room. And then also, there was this one Zant head that I swear I hit him twice with 2 minute charges. He didn't die. Palace... I think I lost like 10 seconds to Best on Palace. It really wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. It's just, well... The boss part of it was a little bit bad, and I missed one LJA in there. But I got an early platform and everything, so, I don't know. That segment's just pretty optimized the best. It really wasn't that bad. My Hyrule segment, I had a good King Bulbin. I had good fights, it's just killing the Dynalphos was really bad. It took me like 20 extra seconds, more than it should have. I got grabbed by the rats. It took me a while to claw shot to the targets in the final tower. Puppet Zelda was Puppet Zelda. I got an 8 cycle, which was lucky because that mattered. And then on Ganondorf, everything was fine except for the final Ganondorf part. I could have gotten like a 317. Which is surprising. I'm really surprised that the Golden Chew Jelly didn't actually save time. I really thought it would have, but it didn't, for some reason. But I would have been able to get a 317, and I didn't. I don't know why the Chew Jelly didn't save time. That really does kind of confuse me. I think maybe I was just bad at getting the spin attack afterwards. I don't know. But yeah, I messed up like a few seconds on Ganondorf, but it was fine. I still pulled it off, somehow. I didn't do Iron Boots, specifically because I wanted to get the 344. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of this run. Lots of stupid stuff that happened. This would have been a lot better if Star-Lord had behaved. I could have gotten at least, like, 50 seconds better. This would have been a low 344. There was a side hop on the Nairu Vessel that was weird. Elden Vessel, 16 seconds, just missing the one cycle. Gauntlet was Gauntlet. I'm not going to blame Gauntlet for anything. Water Temple had the stupid 30-second thing. Clawshot had, like, a couple dumb things. But, Yeah, I don't know. Lots of time that I can save. Like, I could feasibly get a run where I have, like, 4 minutes behind best, and that would be, like, a high 341, I think. I do need to improve, though, so that I can get that number to be, when I'm, like, 4 minutes off best, it would be, like, a sub 340, but that's a ways away. I'll get it one day. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop the stream. I don't really want to go through this text. See you guys around. Adios.